What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review on the new Ultimate Bare Blood Feral Predator. So this is at Target. I don't know where else they're selling it, if it's only at Target or not. I just found out about this last week. I didn't even know it was coming out, so that's pretty crazy. So let's take a look real quick. So got this really cool plastic box. I mean, this is sweet. So it's translucent. Has kind of blood splatter on it. There's the name, Ultimate Bare Blood Feral Predator. We can kind of see the Predator a little bit in there. But it's kind of interesting. It's not one of those flip cases, so it doesn't actually open, so you can't actually look inside, besides kind of through the blood there. So that's the front of the package. You have the side of the package. You have the back, and it has a little image here. Looks very cool. And then you have the side here. So very cool looking. This is awesome. So I'm going to open this up real quick, and we'll see what we are looking at. Okay, let's take a look real quick. Okay, we got the cool back piece there, which looks really nice. And I'm curious if it's still magnetic. I have a feeling it probably is, but, well, maybe it's not translucent on the top. I'm curious if we'll be able to see the magnets on the inside of his back. Okay, you got the biomask that's blood covered there. The face looks nice. You have extra mandibles, just like the original had. Blood covered claws. You have a translucent spear, which is pretty cool. He's more clear down here at the bottom, which is really neat. So he's cloaked, and then you have the bloody hands as well. So this thing looks sick. Okay, let's continue to open this up. Okay, don't forget the hooks. They're taped on the back there. Don't want to lose those. Okay, and here he is out of the package, and look at this. This is sick. Okay, so you got really cool blood tones throughout. It looks like they differentiated the colors too. So it looks like you have a dark kind of maroonish color, and then you have a lighter red color over the top. So it looks like they might have done red and then a red wash is what my assumption is. Or actually, it looks like dark base coat. They did a light red dry brushed over the top, and they might have still done some type of wash over the top just to fill in the details. So looks really good. All right, look at that. Love the differentiation in the tones. Like the translucent color, looks really nice. You have the hooks there. That one kind of came out a little bit. But you have the closed spear there. You have the open spear that he's holding. You have lots of different hands here. So you have different hands, and you have different mouths as well. Man, this is super sick. Okay. So let's take off the mask real quick so you can see what his face looks like. Okay, here is his blood-covered face. And that looks really, really good. I really like that a lot. Very cool. Okay, so that looks nice. Let's see. We can change out the mandibles if you want to see. Yeah, I'll do that for you guys. I know it's the same as the regular feral predator, but yeah, we'll do that real quick. And then also, if you didn't see the last video, right, so it's magnetic here. The feral predator video. So what's cool is now we can see kind of how it's done. So look close. So you can see the magnet there inside, which is cool. So it's hidden from the back because it's painted. And they hid it, so it was really smart. They put blood over so you can't see it, but if you look really close, you can see it just barely right there. It's very hard to tell. But here, I'll point at it really quick next time it comes around. Here we go. I'll point with this cool spear. Okay, here we go. So if you look real close, here we go. It's going to be right here, right there. So you can see just a little bit of silver right there. So they did a good job. So it has two magnets on the back. You have one on each side. And then, yes, it just goes on super simple. There you go. Just like that. Very cool. Okay, so let's show you the mouthpieces real quick, and then we'll get into articulation, then we'll compare the two, okay? Here we go. Here we go. Here's a mouthless predator. I mean, I think that looks hilarious. Okay, here is the open mouth, but not super open mouth. Until they did a really good job there. Look at that. That looks so good with all those details. Yep, dark color, dry brushed red over the top. And then it looks like probably a little wash. Looks really good. Okay, let me show you the other one. Okay, and here's the closed mouth. Looking good. So, yeah. Looking really, really nice. Okay, so let me show you the articulation real quick. Okay, so here we go. So let's look at the articulation. So the mask comes off pretty easy, but does stay on really well, actually. So that's really nice. You have this really, look at this articulation. So it's on this ball joint that goes really, really far. So you can look up really well. You also have this other articulation here on the low neck, so you can bend over really far and gets a lot of range of motion, which is really cool. So that means you can arch him over with this ab crunch that's pretty decent, and then still get his head up, which is very, very cool to be able to arch that far and do that. Okay, so shoulders go up over 90 degrees, which is nice. You have shoulder swivel, you have double jointed elbows, which is nice. Then you also have little articulation here, which kind of shifts a little bit. Then you have your hand and wrist articulation that goes in and out and rotates. Then you have your ab crunch that crunches back about that far, so not bad. Crunches forward about this far. You have good side to side. And if you open far enough, you can actually see the inside joint there. So just to let you know. And then you have your joints here. You can get them into the splits roughly. You can got a little swivel here. You have double jointed knees and swivel, which is nice. And then you also have legs go up this far, not quite 90. Then you have ankle articulation as well. And what's really cool is since it's clear, you can actually see all the articulation, which is good or bad. I mean, I don't think it takes away from the figure, but it's cool to see what the inner workings look like. So what they utilize for their swivels, which is really cool. So you have this little circle joint here, goes up into it so you can swivel and stuff. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, the articulation is actually really good for a predator. So excited about that. So let's get into size comparison. We're going to compare with the regular feral predator. Okay, here we go. So you can see real quick. So we have the feral predators in the middle. We have the AVP elder predator to the right. To the far right, we have the cracked tusk predator. To the left, we have the Lost Tribe ultimate battle damage city hunter. And to the far left, we have berserker super predator. And in the very back, we have Stoneheart. So I want to give you a few variations of different predators so you can see the size difference. So obviously the feral predators stand the tallest as far as in the middle. Then you can see it goes to the AVP predators that are next. Then goes to the city hunter, so the Lost Tribe. Then it kind of goes to the super predator and the kind of original body, which is the cracked tusk. So, and then Stoneheart, obviously the tallest. So it looks like we have about 9 inches tall, the feral predator is. And it looks like we are at roughly 23 centimeters. So with this one being about 8.5, we have about 8.25, and then Stoneheart obviously reigns almost 11 inches tall, which is pretty crazy. So overall, fits in really well with the Predator series. I think it looks just fine, and I love the new molds in that. So let's take a closer look at both feral predators so you can see the differences. Okay, here we go. Here's a quick size comparison. You can see everything's virtually the same except for the paint. And the original came with a few different things too. So you can see, obviously, we have the skin tones, you know, the silver kind of cuts. You have same exact details, textures, claws, same loincloth, basically the same everything. It's just a different color. The only thing that's different is the feral predator did come with the shield and the gun piece that actually goes on his back as well. That's magnetized back there. So obviously it didn't come with that, but it came with everything else, and it's pretty darn cool. So overall, so looking pretty good. I mean, I think, yeah, it's nice to kind of have a translucent predator. It's been a while since we've had one, so it's pretty cool. Okay, final thoughts on the Bare Blood Feral Predator. I think this action figure is sick. So they did a great job with the paint applications, the textures, the details. You know, giving us another translucent predator I think is pretty cool. So it's obviously a cloaked version. And I just think this could look really cool with some photography as well. Now, yeah, other than that, I mean, I think it's great. I think it goes really well with the other one we have. I'm glad we got another one. I do not know, though, if this is like a Target exclusive for the Haulathon or whatever coming next week, or what it might be. I just know, like I said, I discovered it last week and was like, how did I not know about this, right? So I think it's pretty cool to actually find it in person and do a review for you all. So yeah, overall I think this is a really, really sick figure. Definitely worth the purchase if you can find it. So I assume more stores are going to get quite a few. The one that I went to only had one, and I just happened to walk in and see it. So I don't know if that was just an early one, if stores are going to carry multiple, or if it literally is going to be kind of a rare find. So feel free to put in the comments too where you found yours, and if you saw more than one, just so we can kind of spread the word here so we know how exclusive it is. So again, thank you all so much for supporting this channel. Tell your friends, share, like, subscribe. Working on building this channel, of course, and we keep seeing it grow. So appreciate it so much. Thank you for the support. I know I've been taking a little bit of break from some stuff, but I've been working mostly on music these days. So I will be dropping some music stuff, some shorts. So if that's not your jam, just know I will keep bringing customizations, action figure reviews, etc. But yeah, so thank you all so much, and I'll catch you all in the next video.